All right, good morning, traders. Today is December 11th, 2023. My SPY pivot this morning, 458.80. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. The Fab Five continue their daily uptrends, they made some higher highs yesterday. Not higher, just the daily candles made a higher high than the previous day on Friday than they did on Thursday. Let's see, gold and silver remain in daily uptrends as they pull back to give us a nice buy setup. USO and UNG continue their daily downtrends as they're making lower lows and lower highs on their daily charts. US dollar index is still consolidating over the flat 200, right about 104 level on the daily chart, and it still looks like a light week for earnings after Oracle reports tonight. CPI data is scheduled to be released sometime tomorrow morning. All right, let's go look at some charts. Take that down, get that out of the way, move that out, blow this up. Let's go look at SPY on the daily chart. So here's SPY's Friday's candle. Got a higher low and a higher high. We are in the middle of a hold my beer birthday trade right now. We took this right off the top of the base as this pulled back. So I'll pull up the 10-minute chart. And you can see right here is the 10-minute base. I'm going to draw the line in for you. Oh, let's see here. Just a second. So we have a base right about there. Okay, so price went up, pulled back to the base, and then bounced up. Now the idea of the hold my beer birthday trade is price goes twice as far. So you can see here's the first green box from the first igniting move, then it pulls back, and then this should be the second move, should take us up to probably a level up here around about 462.68, 462.70. We'll see what happens, okay? But that's where we're in the middle. So basically you got like a W pattern, and right now what you're getting right here, these candles, that would be the battleground, all right? So price from the battleground, whoever wins the battleground usually dominates the direction for for the morning hours at least, or for the afternoon hours, whenever it breaks out. So that's what we're at right now, and we have targets of 462.70. So we'll see what happens. There's SPY. Now let's take a look at, let's go back to SPY on the daily chart. All right, you can see SPY's in a daily uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, same thing, making higher lows and higher highs up here. We got a high, made a higher high, and we got a higher low, if you want to call that a higher low. But nonetheless, we're in a daily uptrend. So here's Q's basically just consolidating right about here at the at the 390 level right now. Now the Qs have made not all-time highs. They haven't beat it yet, but these are the new highs for this year. SPY also made new highs for this year. So SPY and QQQ have produced new all-time highs just for this year. All right, not all-time highs, but new highs just for this year. So there's QQQ and SPY. Let's look at FNGU. So here's FNGU making a higher high. There's the last high, breaking through the downtrend line. And you can see it made a higher low right there. So FNGU also in a daily uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. Friday's price action candle, a little price advancement there. All right, you got higher low and a higher high. So nice move. So QQQ, SPY, and FNGU. all produced daily candles with higher lows and higher highs. Still in their daily uptrends right now. Let's take a look at IWM. So here's IWM. Now IWM did it differently. You notice they put in that consolidation shelf to kind of catch price should it come back. SPY, QQQ, and FNGU did not do that. That makes them vulnerable for an attack. All right, so here's IWM putting in a higher low, producing the higher high, makes it in an uptrend. Then you get some consolidation, produces another higher high, and now you got more consolidation. We'll see where it goes from here. IWM in a daily uptrend. Friday's candle, higher low and higher high. So nice work on IWM. Diamond Dow putting in higher lows and higher highs. Here's the last high. Here's the new high up here, 462.40. All right, so higher lows and higher highs. Puts this in a daily uptrend on the daily chart. Friday's price action candle puts in, looks like an equal low and a higher high. So after we had this doji, we had kind of a breakout there. See that on IWM? On Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at at IWM. Want to see if they put in a doji? They did not. I just want to review this. Look at QQQ. Not really a doji. That's kind of a fat doji if it was. And SPY, I think that was a fat doji as well. Yeah, same action basically. So you got the Fab Five. That's QQQ, FNGU, IWM, and DIA, all in daily uptrends, rocketing off. You got SPY and QQQ making new all-time, new yearly highs. Not all-time highs, but new yearly highs, and on their way to attack the all-time highs. All right, so there's FNGU. Excuse me, there's SPY and QQQ making all-time, yearly highs. Getting tongue twisted here. All right, let's take a look at USO. So here's USO. Okay, put in a lower low on Thursday and gets a little rebound from Thursday's price action. So USO puts in a higher low and a higher high. Not quite back at the T-line, but bouncing back up. We'll see what USO wants to do here. If we back out a little bit, you can see we've got a lower high, and we're making lower lows, and another lower high, and another lower low. So USO in a daily downtrend. UNG's doing about the same thing, okay? So we got Friday's price action. We had a doji on Thursday. Friday's price action brings us a lower high and a slightly higher low. But nothing real exciting there. Okay, so for the daily chart, we've got a lower high producing a lower low and another lower high producing yet again another lower low. So UNG, USO, energy is in a downtrend. I don't know where all the demand went, but there doesn't seem to be much. Either that or we've got a huge supply problem. So energy's really not going to be bullish. Doesn't look like energy's going to be bullish for a while. Now, UNG hasn't been bullish for, this is March, okay? We're in December. So that's about 10 months. About 10 months for UNG. That's crazy, but that's what it is. Let's take a look at silver and gold. All right, so here's silver making a higher low and a higher high. So it's in a daily uptrend, and here we have a nice pullback. So here's silver retreating back to the minor support right here. So silver is back at minor support, $21 right there. See if we can get a nice bounce today. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. But right now, still in a daily uptrend. That's a sharp pullback, I'll say. GLD. So here's GLD making a higher low and a higher high, having a sharp, not a sharp pullback, but a fade back to minor support right up here. That would be these wicks that stick up or these bearish engulfing pairs that happen right through there. So GLD pulling back to the minor support area right there. Still in a daily uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. Let's take a look at SMH. It's our semiconductors. All right, so SMH, nice rally up, kind of extended. Now it needs a pause, pullback. And you can see here's the last high, producing a higher high, puts it in a daily uptrend. Friday's price action, okay, you can see here, you got a higher low and a higher high. So you can see us bouncing off of that. Well, that's a trend line that starts out way back here in October of 2022, right there. So there's a trend line, so you can see it consolidate here and pull back to this yearly, this trend line that starts back in 2022. So nice work there on SMH, holding the bull flag at this time. Transports, IYT. Okay, here's IYT. There's the last high, producing higher highs. So transports also in an uptrend. We've got a lot of stuff in the uptrend. In the uptrend status, okay, we've got, look at this, the transports are in the uptrend, okay. The mid caps, that's the Russell 2000, they're in an uptrend. The big tech, that's like FNGU, SPY, QQQ, they're in an uptrend. We've got, what did we just see? Silver and gold, they're in an uptrend. Everything seems to be in an uptrend except for energy, which is quite strange. But nonetheless, here we are. IYT, transports, putting in a higher low and a higher high. It is a red candle. It does have a nice wick up top, but it did advance price to the upside there. So you can see. So making a higher high right there and a higher low. So there's IYT. Let's take a look. We just looked at semiconductors. They're in an uptrend. Let's take a look at our financials. I hate this when this happens to me. I got disconnected again. All right, let's take a look at some other data, see what we can pull off of that. Oh, we got it. Okay. So here's XLF. Nice run on XLF. Here's the last high, making a higher high, puts it in a daily uptrend. Now it seems to be just consolidating right here at the $36 level. So XLF in a daily uptrend. Nice work there on XLF. Am I still here? Can you guys still hear me? If not, we'll have a nice recording. All right, good. All right, so there's XLF. Now let's take a look at the US dollar index. So let's break this out. US dollar index, that blue line, that's the flat 200 SMA on the daily chart. You can see price action is consolidating right here on top of this flat 200, right at the 104 level. All right, so let's take a look at the economic calendar. Today, not much is happening at all, but tomorrow morning, 8:30, we got CPI coming out, and it looks like we're going to have a Fed chair press conference at 2:30 on Wednesday. All right, so we got CPI, and FOMC is going to make a statement on Wednesday. PPI final demand, I guess they're going to revise the numbers, 8:30 on Wednesday as well. For earnings, the big one tonight is Oracle, $309 billion. All right, let's see what's happening on Tuesday. BHP, which I'm not so sure if they're going to report. I think they missed their last two earnings dates, so we'll see what happens. Johnson Controls, $37 billion. That's enough for that one. And Adobe's going to report on Wednesday. That's about 275 billion right there. Thursday, we got Costco's going to report 270 billion. Friday, we've got Darden Restaurants, only 19 billion. So the big ones are going to be Costco on Thursday in the evening. Wednesday, Adobe in the evening on Wednesday. Tuesday, BHP. They've been on the calendar now for 2 weeks now, and I don't know if they can ever get their P&L printed so that they can read it off. And tonight we've got Oracle, 309 billion right there. So those are the big notables for this week. And again, on the economic calendar, CPI coming out 8:30 tomorrow morning. And then FOMC is going to make an announcement and a press conference. I guess I missed that on Wednesday. So you got that'll be the highlight right there. That FOMC announcement and press conference on Wednesday, 2 days from now. So that's it, traders. Okay, we're still in the middle of our Hold My Beer birthday trade. We'll see what happens. All right, we're looking for 460-270 as a target for this morning on the Hold My Beer birthday trade. We'll see what happens.